Mediterranean diet and AMD, what the research shows. Can the way you eat really help protect your eyesight, specifically your macula? For people concerned about age-related macular degeneration, or AMD, there's a lot of curiosity about whether diet can slow the progression or even reduce the risk of developing this condition in the first place. In this video, we'll explore what the research says about the Mediterranean diet and macular health. We'll break down what the Mediterranean diet includes, which nutrients support your macula, and what major studies have been found about the link between this way of eating and AMD risk. We'll also share simple, actionable ways you can bring these protective foods into your daily meals. Welcome to Eat Wise for Eyes, where we translate nutrition science into practical, delicious steps to nourish your vision, one bite at a time. So what is the Mediterranean diet? Let's start by understanding what the Mediterranean diet really means. This traditional eating pattern comes from the coastal regions of countries like Greece, Italy, and Spain. It's known for emphasizing whole, minimally processed foods eaten in balance and moderation. The key features of the Mediterranean diet are lots of fruits and vegetables every day, whole grains, legumes, and nuts as staple ingredients, olive oil as the primary fat source replacing butter or margarine, moderate amounts of fish, poultry, and dairy, limited red meat, processed foods, or sweets, and for some, a modest intake of red wine with meals. It's not just about the food, it's also about a lifestyle. Eating meals with family, staying physically active, and enjoying food slowly and mindfully. But how does this connect to protecting your macula? Why diet matters for AMD. Age-related macular degeneration is a leading cause of vision loss, especially in older adults. It happens when the macula, the part of your retina responsible for central vision, begins to break down over time. One of the main contributors to AMD is oxidative stress and chronic inflammation in the retina. This stress can damage retinal cells and lead to the formation of drusen, those yellowish deposits that are an early sign of AMD. The Mediterranean diet is naturally rich in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. It provides a steady stream of nutrients that may help protect the retina by 1. Reducing oxidative stress on macular cells, 2. Supporting healthy blood vessels in the retina, and 3. Lowering systemic inflammation that can affect eye tissues. In other words, this diet may help protect your macula by targeting the underlying biological processes that contribute to its degeneration. Key research findings. Several major studies have investigated the connection between the Mediterranean diet and AMD risk. One of the most influential was the European Eye Study, which included participants from multiple European countries. Researchers found that people who closely followed a Mediterranean diet had a 41% lower risk of developing advanced AMD compared to those with the lowest adherence. Another important study was the Coimbra Eye Study in Portugal. Their findings echoed the European Eye Study, showing that participants with higher Mediterranean diet scores had significantly lower odds of having AMD. Even the AREDS-2 study, known for testing nutritional supplements for AMD, found in a secondary analysis that participants who followed a Mediterranean diet pattern had better visual function and a reduced risk of progression. While most of these studies are observational, meaning they show associations, not direct cause and effect, the consistency across different populations strengthens the case for this dietary pattern as protective for macular health. Protective nutrients in the diet. Why is the Mediterranean diet so effective? It's because of the combination of protective nutrients working together in synergy. Some of the key nutrients include lutein and zeaxanthin. These carotenoids concentrate in the macula and act as natural filters for blue light. You'll find them in leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens, as well as in egg yolks and corn. Omega-3 fatty acids. These help fats. They're healthy fats that help support the retinal cell membranes and may reduce inflammation. They're found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and in plant sources like walnuts and flax seeds. Polyphenols. These plant compounds have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties found in extra virgin olive oil, herbs, spices, and a modest amount in red wine. Vitamin C and E, two antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals and support connective tissues in the eye, found in citrus fruits, berries, nuts, and olive oil. It's not about one superfood. It's about the pattern of eating these foods regularly in combination over time. Foods to emphasize. If you want to eat more like the Mediterranean diet to support your macula, here are some simple, practical goals. Aim for 1 to 2 servings of leafy greens every day, like spinach or kale in salads, soups, or smoothies. Use olive oil as your main cooking fat, replacing butter or processed oils. Eat fatty fish like salmon, sardines, or trout at least twice a week for omega-3s. Include nuts and legumes regularly. Just a handful of walnuts or have some lentils in soup. Fill half your plate with colorful vegetables and fruits at each meal. And if you're not already eating these foods regularly, start small. Add an extra serving of greens, swap in olive oil, or plan 1 fish meal a week. Small steps like this build up over time. Research limitations and insights. It's important to note that most research linking Mediterranean diet to AMD risk is observational. That means they've found patterns and associations but can't prove definitively that the diet causes lower AMD risk. People who follow a Mediterranean diet also tend to have other healthy lifestyle habits like exercising regularly, avoiding smoking, which could also contribute to lowering their risk. But still, the consistency of these findings across different countries and populations gives confidence that this dietary pattern provides protective benefits for eye health. Many experts recommend it, not just for the eyes, but for heart health, brain health, and overall aging well. Let's close with an affirmation you can take into every meal. Each Mediterranean-inspired meal nourishes my macula. I protect my vision through colorful, whole foods. I eat wisely to see brightly. Subscribe to Eat Wise for Eyes as we continue exploring the science of nutrition and eye health and turning it into delicious, practical steps to protect your vision, one bite at a time. Thank you for viewing. See you on the next one.